Hey everybody. Just thought I'd give you an update, kind of talk about what's going on with me right now. Saw my new psychiatrist, Dr. Augustus, on the 20th of October, and she put me on Abilify. I'm not reacting very well to the Abilify. I'm having a hard time regulating my body temperature, my blood pressure. If I stand for too long, I get dizzy. I'm nauseous or nauseated almost all the time. I have to make myself eat. I have muscle fatigue, muscle stiffness, muscle achiness. So it's not doing very well for me. So I called her today, and she advised me to cut the pill in half and see how I do with that. So going to do that this evening. I see my new psychologist tomorrow. Silly me, I lost the piece of paper that I had written the information down on. So I can't remember the time or the place where I'm supposed to meet her. And, yay, depression. Can't hold a thought anymore. So I called her and I left a message and I was like, I can't remember this, so please give me a call so I can get back in. So I can get in to see you tomorrow. I've been having a very difficult time being vulnerable. I don't want to appear vulnerable. Whenever I'm sure that some of you can relate to this. But whenever I was vulnerable, that's when the abuse would be worse. It was almost like they were feeding off of it. So I was trained. I was trained not to be weak or vulnerable. I think it's also one of the gang is attracted to somebody in group, and doesn't want me to appear weak so that they don't appear weak or vulnerable. Does that make sense? And they know the rules. I mean, they can be attracted to whoever they want. It's a natural feeling. But they know that they can't cross any lines. So even if that person did show even if that person did respond to their attention or wanting to be friends with them, they know that they can't cross that line. So I'm not afraid of that. So I think that, coupled with the fact that I was basically brainwashed into not being vulnerable or weak, is really, really causing a lot of conflict, because I need to feel somewhat vulnerable in order to get better, so that I feel strong enough to ask for help. So there's like this barrier. It feels like it's keeping me from advancing forward as quickly as I want to. I think another thing is that I'm trying to just kind of patch myself up so that I can get back onto my life. And I used to be able to do it so easily before. Whenever I would feel something like this coming on, I would just kind of patch it up and just continue on with my life. And it's interesting to be in this situation. I never considered myself I never considered myself weak. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being weak in my eyes. I don't see it as a bad thing. It just makes me nervous. Totally forgot what I was going to say. It's like I didn't have time in my life. I made myself not have time to think about being weak or to react being weak. So the moments that I was weak, it scared the shit out of me because I knew what would happen to me if my family knew. So I had this little box in the back of my mind. I would put everything in there. And just over the years, it just became too much, you know. And finally, my mind just snapped and said, well, guess what? We can't do it anymore. So when you've conditioned yourself to be that way for X amount of years, it's hard to just suddenly break that habit, you know. It's hard to go from running at 100 miles an hour straight ahead through your life to just suddenly stopping and saying, I need help. I always wanted to be there for other people. I didn't want to concentrate on me. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Well, I just thought I would give you an update. Hopefully, I will see my psychologist tomorrow. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Hopefully, I'm going to do some video of the potluck dinner that I'm going to have on Sunday for my birthday. Totally going to be fun. And I hope you guys are well. And I miss being on here as often, and hopefully I'm getting to a place where I feel more comfortable coming back. Have a good one.